Today there are a lot of prejudgments that this type of warm shadow palettes is not either flattering or modern and should be avoided. By this video I would like to prove you that it is not the case and that you can obtain the best results using this type of palette. I will start with using my base with my standard kit. It's the primer, foundation, concealer and the brows. I will do it off the camera because you have seen it several times and I don't think that you need to watch it once again. Now, when my base and brows are done, we can start to play with our eyeshadow palette. This is FORD Eye Color Quad. The shade number is 29. The title is Desert Fox. Let's start from swatching. These are these 4 shades swatched on the back of my hand. The pigmentation is very good. The shadows are very mild and soft. I start with the lightest shade. I want to use it as a base and as a transition shade between my skin tone and all other shadows. I do not use any eye primers or cream eyeshadows intentionally because I want to test these eyeshadow palettes as it is without any additional supporting makeup. I apply this peachy shade on the whole moving lid, and I also try to place it a little bit in the crease and blend it a little bit towards the brow bone. Immediately after this very fast and easy application, my eyes look very nice. This is excellent daily one and done eyeshadow look. Very fast, very convenient and very flattering. I'm taking the smaller brush, loaded with the same eyeshadow, and I want to place this shade a little bit under my lower lash line because I want a little bit of this color payoff around the whole eye. And I want also to highlight a little bit the inner corners of my eyes. As this shade is a little bit brighter than my natural skin tone, it gives me this highlight effect in the inner corners. So pretty. I really like the look. Let's move on and use the second shade. I've loaded my brush with this light brown color. One trick to be considered: when I load my brush, I usually tap off the excess of the eyeshadow, just making this motion. This will prevent a heavy fallout and you will be able to control the amount which you have on your brush. I want to apply this shadow on the moving lid. So first of all, I want to have very light application and blend these two colors together. You can see the difference immediately between these two eyes, and I'm making very light application, very thin one. To be true, it is possible to make more opaque application, a little bit more saturated look with this palette if I will just load the brush a little bit heavier. What I would like to highlight is that these shadows, they just blend like heaven between each other. I nearly do any blending work by myself. I have a feeling that the good brush and the good eyeshadow do the job instead of me. And now I'm loading the same color to small brush, and I want to add a little bit of light brown eyeshadow to the outer corners. I don't want to place it around all lower lash line, just the corners. And I'm a little bit elongating the shape towards the temples with a small brush. Now I've loaded the small brush with this dark brown shade, and with tapping motions I'm placing this shadow in the outer corner of my moving eyelid. This time I want a little bit more opaque application. I'm taking more product this time, and you see I'm not blending anything precisely, but already, let me move a little bit closer to the camera, by just tapping the color, the eyeshadows, they start to blend between each other. Of course, I see the line, but it's not a hash line between two colors. I'm taking the fluffy brush, and now I'm just blending the line between these two shadows. Now I'm taking the smaller brush, loading with this dark brown color, and I want to intensify the crease a little bit more. I'm just loading with this small brush. I want to add a little bit of darker color. Additionally, I'm adding a little bit of dark color under the lower lash line, just in the outer corner. I'm not moving across the whole lower lash line. With light motions, I'm only adding this color to the outer edge of the eye. Now I take the same small brush and I'm cleaning off this brush on the back of my hand. I just want to clean it off all remaining eyeshadows. I want this brush to be as clean as possible. And now what I will do, I will blend the crease with this clean small brush. Because we have deposited a little bit of darker eyeshadow into the crease, and now I want to blend it across the whole crease area. And as the next step, I'm taking the clean fluffy brush. I do not load it with any color, and I just blend a little bit on the edge of my eyeshadow application. While the brush is clean, it is taking the excess eyeshadow and it works as a rubber. It is cleaning everything. Immediately the look is very mild. And as a next step, I'm loading this brush with the first light color, tapping off the excess, and I'm placing this light peachy beige eyeshadow close to my brows. And I'm also cleaning the corner. I load the brush a little bit with this light eyeshadow, and I want to add a little bit of light color into the inner corners on top of our base brown eyeshadow. And you can see I'm not doing a lot of blending, but immediately everything is so, the line between two colors is so seamless that you cannot see it. The quality of this eyeshadow quad, it's just excellent, exquisite. I really love these eyeshadows. At the moment we were working only with the matte textures, and we have this very nice and sophisticated look. But if we want to make it chic, we can add a little bit of shimmer to it. And with a small flat brush, I want to apply this gold shimmer shade on my moving lid. The shadow is so mild and so blendable that it is very easy to work with this beautiful gold shade. So at first, I will do very light application and I will show you that how it can be done. But then I will try to intensify the colors and I will show you how you can play with such type of eyeshadows in different ways. So now I have very light gold cloud of the color on my moving lid. It has blended seamlessly, very easily, and now I have this slight gold reflect on my moving lid. But let me show you how we can intensify the look. So I'm taking the same brush. I want to damp it a little bit with the spray, and with the wet brush I take a little bit of gold eyeshadow, and now I start to place it in the center of my moving lid, very close to the lashes. When I work with this wet application technique, I'm getting much higher opacity. Of course, these shadows, they will not shine and they will not give you the reflect which will be visible from the moon. You can see that it is very subtle, but still the opacity is higher and you can use it to intensify a look. Even while working with the wet brush, the blendability is still on a very high level. I don't experience any issues or any problems with blending the shades. There are no harsh lines and everything blends seamlessly. As a next step, black mascara. I will add 1 or 2 coats. Now with the mascara on and full eyeshadow look, I feel a little bit drained and pale, and I want to finish off the look adding a little bit of blush, cream bronzer, highlight. For this purpose I will use NUDESTIX cream products. I have highlighter, I have bronzer, and I have the chic color shade. Let's do the swatches first and then I will apply everything. This is something between the bronzer and a deep blush, very flattering color. We will use it as a bronzer. The next shadow is a peach pale blush, and here comes the highlighter, very light, reflective, with gold beautiful particles. With very light tapping motions, I start to apply the color on my face. I try not to drag the foundation which I have under this cream bronzer. I'm taking a fluffy brush. It is very mild, great for cream textures, and I start to blend the color. I would say that this cream bronzer slash blush It has some similar color family with my eyeshadows, which is very nice. I also like to place a little bit of bronzer on the back of my nose, because it will mimic this effect where you get a little bit of sunburn. The real sunburn is a disaster, but this artificial one, it is very, very flattering. Now it looks much better, but I want to add a little bit more color in this cheek area. Now I'm placing this peach glossy cream blush on the apples of my cheeks. I'm tapping the color into the skin, add a little bit more, and a little bit on the end of the nose and chin. So now it's a highlighter time, and I'm placing it on the high points of my cheeks and a little bit into the inner corner of my eyes. And I want to blend the highlighter with my fingertips. One more layer, a little bit of blending. What is remaining, I'm pushing on the nose. Alright, I also would like to add a little bit of highlighter on the cupid bow and blend it in. Now I will fix all cream products with the finishing powder. I will mix all 3 shades. This is famous Hourglass finishing powder. It has very nice shimmery reflects to it. Not even shimmery, just gives you this beautiful shine, and it sets the whole makeup. Nothing will move during the day. I'm working only at the outer parts of my face because I want to sustain the shine in the outer perimeter, and now I will knock down the shine in the T-zone. I don't want this excess shine in the center of my face. Just working around the nose, around the chin, lips, a little bit under my eyes, and of course the forehead. And now I want to finish off the look with this nice natural shade of the lip gloss. This is Maybelline Lifter gloss. It is in shade 004 Silk. The color is very beautiful. It is very natural. It is close to my natural lip color, but a little bit better. What I would also like to mention is that the quality of this lip gloss is very good. I was very positively surprised when I found out that it has the same quality as high-end glosses, and still it is at a very affordable price point. This gloss is one of the best findings of the season. I think you should pay attention to this gloss and try it out. Finishing up the look with the spray. This is Caudalie spray. It's not a setting spray. It gives just a little bit of moisture, and it helps to merge different layers of makeup between each other. I think it doesn't add a lot of longevity, but it gives a really nice feel and look to the whole makeup. So this is the finished look in warm tones using very nice and flattering Tom Ford Quad in shade Desert Fox. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this video has inspired you to use warm shades in your makeup, and don't be afraid of them. Please thumbs up and subscribe. There are more videos on this channel, and see you soon. Bye!